Good afternoon, and we are back in the fig greenhouse here at Fig and Fruit Nursery and Orchard, and today's going to be the second part of my figs for market. As I walked through and picked yesterday, this is going to be the other half of that video. It got a little longer than I anticipated, so I cut it in half, and here we are making a second video. And I'm also going to be making another video about how I store my figs and how I took them to market. So stay tuned for that video coming up too. So here's kind of what I've put together and learned in my first experiences of going to the farmer's market, and what I kind of see growing on here in the fig greenhouse, and things I like and things I don't like about certain figs in this setting, in this grow zone 7A cold climate in an unheated greenhouse. So here's the rest of the video you came to watch. Thanks for watching. And we were back. As I was saying before our camera took a spin for the worse for the moment, how the Super Jumbo and the Super Red Hybrids and the Red Shrimp like to split out if you let them get a little too ripe, too much water, and they tend to ripen a little quicker than you will expect them to. And they don't keep or transport very well when they're overripe. So I think knowing when to pick them is crucial. I've got to make a video on this tree. I've got a fig in the house that I've picked off of it. These are not, oh wait a minute, there's one getting ripe. So I'm going to open this one up real quick. I don't know what it is. It didn't really ripen that good. And the taste was not any good either. So I don't know what this tree is. It's supposed to be De La Roca, and I call it now De La Roca Not, because I am convinced it's not De La Roca. So now this tree over to the left that we're looking at, this is Brazilian XP, and you can see it's quite a bit. These fruits will be quite a bit smaller than Red Shrimp and Super Jumbo and Super Red Hybrid. They fit nice in this. They ripen nice. They keep nice. And I think they have a little more flavor because they're just a little bit smaller fig. While they pretty much taste like the others. Those other ones that we were speaking of, they have more. They just have a little more flavor because they're more concentrated. I think that one needs a day, but it has a lot of figs on it. There's another one. And away we'll go over through here. Yep, see, and here's one it's right there borderline. See this here. You see how soft it is right there. You got to pick that. It's still a little bit firm here. It's going to bleed a little bit, I'd say. No, that right there is borderline too ripe. It'll be okay, but don't let them get any riper than that on these if you think you're going to take them to the market. Here's one that's a little firmer. It seems like to me it's just a little firmer. Skin's a little thicker feeling. I'm going to take it. Now see, it ain't bleeding, but you don't want it to go don't leave it on there any longer, because it's just going to get too ripe take time. There's another one back here. It looks ripe. Pina Pina down here starting to ripen. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna let it go another day. Let's see here. Let's move on down. Okay, you're looking at red shram right here. Most of these look hard. There's one that's ready. They have quite a bit bigger eye, and they tend to want to split a little more. There's a bigger one right here. It's got to come off because it's busting open. This is the bad thing, and I get quite a few of these on this red shrimp. That this is what they want to do. Now you can still take that and cook that down and put that in preserves. Perfectly fine. It's not wasted at all. That's what we do with them. But I just don't think that it's particularly suited for what we want to do. I've got another tree of it I'm going to turn into rootstock. I'm going to do some grafting. There's one back over here. Now that's on, this one back over here I'm picking, that's a super red hybrid. Now it has a little different eye. Its eye's a little more tighter than the red shram, and that's one of the bigger differences between them is the eyes on them. Oh, here's one getting good. Here's one getting right. It has a little bigger eye, but you can sure see the difference in them. Got several of these right tonight. You know, when you're picking figs like this, it don't take long to get some poundage going. But yeah, there's your red shrimp, there's super jumbo, and there's Brazilian XP. So you can clearly see that while they look very similar, they're different figs. There's another one. This thing really, you can say that the super jumbo, they all really put a lot of poundage of figs on here. They're the reason my numbers are so high on the poundage that we're getting. There's one that stayed on way too long. Let's have a look at it. I ain't never had one get that soft on me and that ripe. That started to kind of almost dry on the tree. Look how soft that is. We're going to open this up. That's a real treat. Oh, yeah. That ain't no good. Woo. Yeah, no good. Yeah, don't leave them, don't let them hang that long. I had never had one that ripe. You know why? Because that's what they do. Alright, we've checked these trees. We're going to mosey on up through here. I don't think there's anything happening. There's only a few fruit left. That's 4. Gigantina. That's what this is here. This is a Gigantina, Gigantina. It has some fruit on it, but it has not begun to ripen. I don't look for them to ripen until probably mid-September. Back up this row here. Mutante is usually a little, Calderon Mutante is usually a little earlier. But I don't look for it to ripen anything till September either, mid-September. Nor, maybe Nori gets lucky, but I don't know. Great thing is we have Smith. Still looking here for some more Smiths. They're not quite done. Your little bypass. It has some fruit on it, but it ain't got a whole lot. They ain't. I bet they ain't 35, 40. I bet they ain't over 40 fruit on the whole tree. They just didn't fruit real heavy. You can tell I've been depriving this tree of water, but I had to. It kept splitting and splitting. This is LSU strawberry. I'm gonna water it tonight. It's about done, but it wanted to split something fierce. Don't see anything done on the black manthusina. Here we're having a less look. This is champagne. It's ripened a nice full crop and it's finishing up. We like these so you can finish filling them holes in. What do we got back over here? This is called a Dom Fortis Sotinka. I really like this fig. And it ripens a nice fig. We'll have to open one of these up here. A little one. See what we can find. Here's a big nice one. Here's another one up down. Looks like this big nice one is the last one. This is one where let's open it up here. Fortis Sotinka. Set that down there. It's awful soft. I mean, you can see how soft that is. It has a thick texture. That's unique. You can taste some. There's some strawberry in there. It's really sweet. Man, you know, looking at that, a lot of achenes. There's also some sugar, and there might be just a touch, tad of cinnamon, kind of today. That's kind of an interesting fig. Fortis Sotinka. Let's go see. Next fig tree here we're going to look at probably going to be Zarfiro. It's got several on it. Oh yeah. I don't know if we'll find any ripe. None of them are ripe. Looks like there's some more on that way. It's got a huge crop on it. No, this one's not quite there. Found a fig on this Galicia Neger over here, and it's not quite ready. I had one on it the other day, and oh man, was it good, and it was nice size too. It weighed about 60 grams. Just looking here, I've seen some. This is wood soap grease. They're starting to ripen. Need to get rid of some leaves here. Give it some room. Won't hurt a thing. You can see this is a tree, one of the trees that had the mites, and look at the new growth on it. Pretty much clean. You can see there's the where I put the sulfur on them. Now here we'll pull it over and we'll see the top of it. Looks like that worked out pretty good. Might be a little splotchiness, but it ain't like it was. Definitely something the person probably wants to do early on in the season is spray these things with sulfur just to head off any bud mites that you might get. Alright, let's see here. I said we was going to show you. I had an in-ground Mount Etna. This is an in-ground Mount Etna. This is Norilla. Oh yeah. Here's one that's right. Look how much bigger that is. A lot bigger. Then we're gonna go over here and look at, I think that's all the ones that are ripe on it today. Let's turn around over here and we'll look at the black. This is black Greek from Marius. Marius is black Greek. It's also a Mount Etna. I mean, look how much bigger those are. I think I have some hope that this will definitely be a fig to maybe at least take to the market. I mean, it seems to hold up well. Let's see what this Wall Noir has some ripe in them, but they're not ready at all. Now I think it's time to set this next flat of figs down, and I got another one. Alright, we're starting down the last row here. This is Nero 600. Oh, that one's good and ripe. That's a nice size fig. I can't wait to put one of those VDV varieties in the ground and see how they perform in a greenhouse in ground, because sometimes I'm fairly impressed with them out of the pot. Don't see anything at the moment on this Delcemwami. Yep, there's one right over there. Don't think nope. It's gonna need a few days. This is Delcemwami Ron. It's starting to ripen some figs. There's a Smith in front of me. Those need a day. Maryland Berry in a pot, which is also a Mount Etna. San Miguel Roxo right here next to it. I don't see none of them ready. And we'll move on down. There's a couple Black Greeks that I missed when I was on the other side. This is an unknown variety. I'm not sure. I believe it to be Long D'Out. That's what I believe it to be. Starting to ripen figs, and they're soft like marshmallows. So I'm picking them. And on we go down through here. We're on the other side of the Zafiro tree, so maybe we'll find something there. Here is, this is Borelli. B-O-R-E-A-L-E. Another Smith. Not quite right. Not seeing those Zafiros. Wait a minute, too soon. These are nice size figs. Well, they're just not quite right. Just, it's soft, but it needs another day. It has a good skin on it, so you can kind of let it ripen quite a bit. Okay, there's one more. I think you can see it's, yeah, maybe it could have stayed another day, but it's pretty soft. Let's look at it. That's about where you want it, I'd say. Perfect. Yep. That's a really nice honey fig. Got some interesting nodes in there. Maybe some brown sugar. Almost tastes a little oatmeal milk in it. Looks kind of neat. I never noticed that before. Oh yeah. Here is a, is that another Borelli? It is. There's another Borelli, it's ready. Big, they're big, nice figs. And you can pick them a little early. It's fine. Or you cannot. They keep fairly well. Caldedom Rajo. I think that one feels like it's on the money. It's nice and soft all the way up in there like a marshmallow. Nothing on that one. Yep. Right there's one. And it's ready. Caldedom Rajo. Just like a marshmallow. Pest de l'air. Perfect. Definitely. Alright. Here is a apple pie. Definitely ready. They get big and nice. These are big, nice, thick honey figs. This is the first year I've really gotten a good crop off of it. Yeah, weeping apple pie. I think it seems to be, it's a little similar to Borelli, to be honest with you. There is some Moscatel Preto. I think it needs a day. Yep, it needs a day. Both of them. And we move on down. I'm not sure what that is. Let's find out. That is Borges Oak Grease. Haven't gotten any more. That's Sweet Joy. Haven't gotten any more of that. Looks like Secret's got one ready. This is the Secret that is also like Koal Noir. I believe it needs a day. Here is Bergen Unknown. That is definitely ready. This next one is another Caldedom Nori. Not ready. Around this way and look at this. We're back down here by the big figs again. Yep. There's a super red hybrid. That and there's got a split in it, just want to take it. And they're like that, there's no point in leaving them. And it's probably got enough flavor to it that you can go ahead and cook it down. Be just fine. Nice and soft. They have a big eye, but I still feel like there's a place for them here to sell because they do help make some poundage. And they are good. People do like them. I have clients that'll be the first thing they'll reach for is, ooh, that and there's spoiled. You gotta watch for that. You'll get some that'll spoil. It's getting dark on us. We're losing some daylight. There's another Smith. Oh yeah. There's a Galicia Negra. It's a good looking pig. And it's just in a 5-gallon pot, so I got some promise to see one of them in the ground. Somebody's been in my greenhouse eating. I'm pretty sure we got a raccoon issue. I'm losing just a few figs here and there, like this one. Look at there. There's another one. So hopefully that one that might be ripe enough. That there needs picked. And there needs picked. Another one that needs picked. And here and pay attention what I got. There's a Smith ain't quite ready. Not quite ready. That Bronzola Rosa feels ready. There's another Sultane that's ready. Well, we're about to get this. Is about to get full here on me. There's one that's ready. Until these ones that want to split real bad, I've been real bad about being pretty light on the water. This one here de-leafed itself because I did. Yeah, it just likes to split. It's an unknown striped fig. I've been trying to get a good ripe fig off of this one to show it it's not a very much talked about fig. But I got one off of it last year. It was really good. And we will see, maybe if the raccoon don't come in here and raid me, tear something up, maybe we'll get lucky enough to get one that's ready. But right now we patiently wait. Valdez Solis starting to ripen a few back here. Our Blue Celeste is completely finished. And that is our pick on this Sunday evening. Well, here's our pick for this evening. This is what it's like just to come for a day and try to get through this greenhouse and pick. I'm going to try to make it a lot easier next season. But I tried to give you some of my thoughts on some of these varieties shipping and trying to carry them to the market. These tend to do really well. Figs like this do well. And I think these Brazilian XPs do a lot better than these bigger figs, just because they don't take the movement as well. And if they's a little greener, that'd be one thing, but who wants a green fig, right? So, but when they're like that, they should be good to ship, or should I say take to the market. So there's my thoughts on it, and there's a round of picking with me. Thanks for watching.